Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. Welcome to Lexington and Kroger Field, the home stadium of the Kentucky Wildcats. As we'll see the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Gators will kick this away to get us going. Returner looking to make a play here. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So the Kentucky... Offense has football first here today. Kirk, not often these days you see a matchup as good as this between two elite running backs, two guys with a focal point of the offense.
And talking to them this week, you know they are both hyped up to go against each other, both looking for bragging rights. Can't wait to see who ends up playing better.
It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome, folks, to Lexington and the home field of the Kentucky Wildcats. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. So the Gators offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype.
Oh, and now he fumbles the ball. Offense recovers the fumble. He keeps going. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. Looking to throw. It's Peters. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Slams right into the wall. They got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Receiver brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. On third down, he drops to throw. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on fourth down. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit out of the field. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. With that miss, no change in the score. So Kentucky's offense takes the field, the first chance we had to see them today. And Kirk, how cool is this matchup? We got an elite quarterback. We talked to him about the opportunity to face a corner on the other side who's just as elite.
You know, anytime that you're a corner and you consider yourself the best in the country, there's no better opportunity than going up against one of the top quarterbacks in the country. Let's see who can step up and show that they're the better player.
The offense with three tight ends now on first down, trying to create a mismatch. He'll hand it off. He gets loose. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Brought down to crosses midfield to the 46.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Receiver in motion now. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. And we're able to move the stakes. Set up now, first down at the 34.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that.
Touchdown, Wildcats. That's how you finish a play.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. The Gators offense retakes the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. Play action here on first down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the Gators will have to kick it away. That's just the first punt for this offense tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. A deep shot right down the middle. Pulls it in outside the 10. He's still running. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? Here comes a handoff. Fighting off the defender. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Here's the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of the ball.
Tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground. And by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become
a deep shot to the right. And the pass is dropped incomplete, but it had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The Gators will bring their punt team on the field now. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Ball fielded into the 35. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Breaks an open space. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
He'll hand it off. Pointer in the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Wildcats.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first down, it's play action. He's looking deep down the middle. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Physical run earns the first down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Dropping back, it's Peters. Looking for his big tight end. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
QB to the tight end for a completion. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's got it with room to run. And that gain moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Here's a first and 10 play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. That's a fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
Well, we always talk about receivers that if the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to bring it in. But it's hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you like that.
Back to throw again. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Catch is made down the middle. Touchdown, Gators. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is. That's a crucial score for the offense. Chipping away, Kirk, just trying to stay in this game here.
Well, it's too early to see if this touchdown is going to change the momentum and allow them to cut down into the lead even further. But if you're this head coach, you tell your team, let's just keep chipping away.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. And the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. And the runner takes off to his right. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go now. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Quick pass, the catch is made. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Chris, this guy is having a career day, and we're only in the first half. 2 touchdowns. Here's a great conversion. This guy right now is playing in a zone.
One man at the backfield could get the football.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
To the 45. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? Touchdown, Kentucky. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level, and with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Here's the second down play. To the air, it's Peters. Quick throw, testing the middle. Pass incomplete, very nearly intercepted that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
He makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice game. They're getting closer to the 50. And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Dumps it down to the back. Clock. Continues to fight for yards. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's the snap. The quarterback setting up the throw. It's a short completion to the tight end.
I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and I don't think this guy wants to take a break once we get to the half. That's his 5th catch and counting.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught by the receiver.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Has a path to the end zone, and he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk, and if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes the grab. It's Finley. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. He's looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, this time he misses his intended target, but this receiver has been a key today. They want to try to just keep feeding him.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the defensive back, and who is actually going to get their hands on the ball. I can't really blame him for this one, because an incompletion will always be more welcome than an interception.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop them. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Well, well, well. Everything worked to perfection in the first half of this offense, and the defense comes out swinging, clearly listening to the head coach and the defensive coordinator to try to regain some momentum themselves.
Offense rolling the dice on this fourth down call. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big fourth down stop.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Grab behind the line. It's Leon. He's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to walk after catching the ball.
And a nice drive going here, but now it's third down and long. Looking downfield, it's Peters. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. This is a daunting attempt from 54 yards out. Let's see if he's got the leg. Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
He'll return from inside the 10-yard line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in fourth down in their territory and got stopped. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Ball comes loose. The defense scoops it up. Touchdown, Gators. A huge defensive score. So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. That is any defender's dream. Comes up with a fumble, takes it back to the house.
I can't believe the speed that this guy has to be able to score. I thought maybe he'd pick it up, maybe go a few yards, but instead he took it all the way to the end zone. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that two-point conversion.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. There's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Yeah, the offensive coordinator calls the right play. I like trying to get out on the edge of the perimeter of this defense with the speed you have, but you got to tip your cap. The defense made a great play.
The receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Wildcats. Still no answer for this offensive machine. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out, but now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. And the single back takes the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27. The Gators pick up enough to get a 1st down there. The back's got him. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Throwing off play action. Lets it go quickly. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Quarterbacks all over the country try to manipulate the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, I think he just telegraphed it to the receiver that he was going to throw to, staring him down, which allowed the excellent coverage to be able to knock that ball away.
The defense stops him short of the markers. It's 4th down coming up. The Gators will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
All right, here's the toss play. Could take it all the way. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a 1st down at the 42.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the 1st down at the 47. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Incompletion on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. They'll try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Boy, he just missed another one, Chris. That would have been touchdown number 4 for this quarterback. Still, what a performance we've seen from this guy today, and he's not done yet.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
Kentucky getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Toss it to the back, running left. Has the 1st down and more. Forced out of bounds, just short of the end zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They can put the game away right here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Scanning the field, it's Peters. And that catch is hauled in. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You'd never count these guys out.
Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the left side. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Makes the catch. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Florida. This offense is still clicking. And now they'll set up for the point after. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You could see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Pounding away with the run game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of those critical third down plays coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And off that miss, it's still a 12-point lead.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown at the very least, 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And now the handoff. Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense is set up just outside the 30. And then first down, right back to the running game. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Dropping back, it's Peters. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity of possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Kentucky getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Well, Kirk, based on the rankings, this technically is an upset. We just watched 2 really good teams slug it out, and the team that came in lower ranked picks up the W.
Well, I can't believe you said slug it out. That's a first from you, but I agree. 2 ranked teams going head-to-head. Really a fun game to watch, and now let's see how they respond after the results of this game. That could be very interesting to their season.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.